I told you this weekend, man. I don't know if you know how strong that was. Whatever you did, that 15, 20, whatever it was, it changed a whole lot of people's perception of you, of the show, but also of their own point of view. And that's hard to do. To get people would hit me like, yo, watch what Joe said, and I looked at it totally differently. So.
She reached out to me, Angela Rye, very nice lady.
So, yeah,
I told her she's cool. I said, you cooler than how you come off. Reached out and apologized.
You said that. You said that.
I said that in the message. You cooler than how you come off.
Charmer.
And she was laughing, but she's a very nice lady, and I appreciate her reaching out. She apologized, and I want to salute her. And
when she gonna come on?
I don't know. I've never spoken to her.
Yeah, it has to happen now.
I've never spoken to her, but I'm not against opening some dialogue with Angela.
Yeah, that has to happen.
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. I'm not even going to hold y'all, guys. This is a really big deal. Shout out to Native Land Podcast. Shout out to Angela Rye. But, you know, there's a pessimist side of me, and I'm going to speak on all the reasons why I think this is a farce. This is a farce. But prior to that, let's speak on the good reasonings that could come of this. If Joe has it in his quote-unquote heart to speak to the Native Land Podcast or any other quote-unquote intellectuals, this could open up dialogue for the world. And I know that sounds facetious when I say it like that, but literally, Joe's the number one in the black urban community space. You always see politicians try to shill for our votes and try to get us to side with them and democracy, wow. This is their play to try to get into that demographic. And you got to start sowing seeds early. You can't wait until election comes. They realize the play. That's why she reached out to Flip. But I'll get to that later. Mark made sure she was going to be seen in a good light. This is still my friend that we're talking about. So everything that y'all said, she agreed with it. Everything that you said pertaining to the topic, everything that you said pertaining to the discourse that doesn't happen as a result of the intellectuals being ignorant to the conversation. She actually agreed with it, which is the olive branch. Hey, what happens when I reach out, try to get on the show? And now, since Mona is already a fan, she established that early. I like Angela Rye. She's the one that brought it into question. Is she going to come on the show? So this doesn't necessarily place Joe in a corner, but it does place him in a privileged position. If you take this up, you have the discourse. It can go down like a Kevin Samuels interview, or it could go down like a Dr. Fauci interview. You control the direction, you control the narrative, but make sure you control the direction and you control the narrative, because you don't want her to come on your show and make you look like a fool. And of course, that wouldn't be her goal, because she's trying to garner fans. The reason she reached out to Queen's Flip is because she saw how much traction this got. And that's where the pessimist side comes in. What is the play? Or is there a play? Is this genuine? Is this, oh damn, I messed up. I just completely slighted him. I completely slighted him as a person. I completely slighted what he was saying. Or is this a play? Oh wait, we can turn this into a positive, all the way positive. We can garner whatever it is that we need to garner, whether it's for a political position, whether it's for more subscribers to our podcast. This gained way more traction than we thought it would. Way more traction. So who's going to turn this into a positive? I don't know. We'll pay attention to this going forward. But the main reason I wanted to speak on this video or make this video was because Queen's Flip. It's always funny when karma strikes the person you want it to strike. Queen's Flip. This woman called you an idiot. She said she would never in her life want to sub to you, want to speak to you, want to hear what it is that you have to say. It took your co-host defending you for you to not feel the way or the vitriol that came your way from her saying these things. All it took was her to reach out to you and apologize and be cordial with you. And because you already respected her intellect, you accepted an apology. I say that to say this. Why can't we get the same respect and discourse in the community that she received whenever she reached out to you? Because we'll speak on you and we'll reach out to you, or we'll speak on you, you'll speak on us in a negative light. But then when people are reaching out to you in real life, you'll say that they're fake fans. No. I spoke on this already. Every time somebody speaks on something, they're not speaking to you directly, the person. They're speaking on the character that you portray. And I'm not saying that you were acting like an idiot getting into that fight, because you already know I'm on your side in that fight. Let's be clear. But she's not speaking on you, the person, because she doesn't know you, the person. The same goes for us. So, of course, when people see you in real life, like at InvestFest or whenever you're out and about, and they go up to you saying, hey, I'm a fan, and you might recall something that they said on the internet, it's not that they were saying it to you. They're saying it to the character that they saw you portray at the moment. Because all it takes, or supposed to be, it's supposed to go down how it went down with you and Angela Rye. I said something crazy about you, because what she said was crazy. I said something crazy about you. I realized my faults in my statements. I apologize. And then y'all get on my case whenever I say something on my videos, and then I quote unquote backtrack by apologizing because I realize my faults. And then I keep going. It's not that I can't pick a side. It's real life happens. You speak on things because you see the character that you saw portrayed. And then when that said character reaches back out, whether they clap at you or they correct you, if you see what they're talking about, damn, all right, you're right. It makes sense. And everybody's trying to warn me about Mark and I talking behind the scenes. It's not happening as often as you would think, but the times it does happen, it seems sincere and genuine. But now it's like, damn, I got to question this. And I'm putting it out there for Flip to question. All it took was a conversation behind the scenes. And because you made her laugh, it made you laugh, which means you didn't have any real vitriol towards her at all to begin with. How come it can't be like that in the community? How come it can't be like that in the JBP universe? And why can't everybody be seen for what they are? Unless you've had interactions with them in real life and they're doing terrible things in the interactions with you in real life, the people that you see on Spaces, that you see on YouTube videos and Twitter and all that shit, you got to associate those people for the characters that they are. Because at the end of the day, who we all put on this camera is a character. Who we all put on this mic is a character, even if you're 100% genuine. If YouTube said, hey, nigga, you can't say that, you're not going to get paid, you're going to get demonetized, watch how everybody's realness change up real quick. But I just wanted to make a quick video, give my thoughts on it. This could be a really big deal for the JBP if he takes her up on his offer, because it could get eyes on things that they never paid attention to because they didn't think it was catered to them. Joe has that type of power in the space. He has that type of power in the space. So I'm curious to see what move he makes next with this. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rock it. Just gonna keep this thing moving, man. I see y'all tuning in. I see y'all. We're gonna keep this thing moving. We really might hit 10K before the end of the year. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.